most of you who are on the call right now literally are here to know what is this resolution that we're talking about. This little bottle of resolution that you see on your screen at this moment, my friends, is just a phenomenal product. Like Chris said a little while ago, he said, it's the new HCG. No, that's an error. So, I know he said it wrong. And I know a lot of you are thinking the same thing. Is this the new HCG? No, it's not. It's not an HCG. Okay? It's a whole new technology of weight loss that no one in this world has. And you guys are the only ones in this world that are going to have it. It's a proprietary blend that only Total Life Changes has. As a matter of fact, if you look at the bottle at this moment, it says Formula 20. The reason we called it, the actual name of it is Total Life Changes Resolution Formula number 20. The reason it's called Formula number 20 is because it took us 20 times the formulation to get it right. And as we're working with this product, my friend, to have it launched, to have it, so you can have this product with you. It's been a ride, my friends, that we didn't expect. There's been some, fights over the label and what we can print on the label and what we can't, and what we want and what we don't want on the label, right? It's been one of those, fights with the governments to get it legalized. But what you have, or what we're going to have in your hands, is going to blow your mind. Now, let me tell you a little bit of what this is. Resolution is a bottle, my friends, of a product that the way it works, and the reason it's going to work, because it cures the solution of the problem. It takes care of the actual problem, the point the problem starts of people gaining weight. It does not go after people like other capsules or other, shakes and drinks and, and other stuff makes you just not be hungry. All right. There's a lot of products out there that just take your hunger away in hopes that you will not eat, so you will drop weight. Right. And the reason those products do work is because you do lose weight with those products. Obviously, people have success. But the problem is that once you stop using that product, you're hungry again, and you're anxious enough so you can start eating these products and eating these foods that you were not supposed to, and you have that tremendous rebound happen. Right? How many of you have been in a weight loss product? Now, it doesn't matter from what company, but you have had that weight loss product to the point, my friends, that when you stop using it, not only did you gain the weight back, but you got some plus some, right? It happens. Now, what resolution does is this. It goes after, my friends, it goes after the problem. And the beauty to this is that it trains your body not to want those problems in your body no more. It trains you to refuse the foods that are causing you the issues of gaining weight. Now, it becomes amazing because, we used somewhat of the technology that these smoker patches did for a lot of people, make you refuse to smoke to the point that you didn't want to smoke no more. Well, it's very similar. But the technology is very powerful. and very different. Now, if you start using resolution, you will not be able to have 3 types of foods. No more. The first food is sugars. Anything with a tablespoon or teaspoon of sugar, if you're drinking coffee and you put a teaspoon of sugar, good luck to you, because you're not going to love life. Anything made with sugar, you're not going to have it. It's just that simple. Chocolate, not going to have it. The second product you cannot have with this is anything made out of flour. So, tortillas, cakes, cupcakes, all that good stuff made, no, can't do. No more. And the third item you cannot have with this product is fried foods. Anything deep fried, any cooked oil, anything that is, there's no breaded chicken, there's no breaded fish, there's no deep fried nothing. It's just that simple. We're going to become Colonel Sanders' worst enemy at this moment because we're not shopping there. See, if you cannot have fried foods, if you cannot have cakes, cupcakes, breads, cookies, tortillas, if you cannot have anything with sugar, like as an example, soda pop, Tang, Kool-Aids, we all love these foods. Juice with sugar. Lemonades with sugar. Coffee, tea with sugar. It's done. Not having it. What do you think is going to happen with your body if you stop taking those 3 items? Or those 3 types of foods? Now, here's the phenomenal part, my friends, and I want you to understand this, that we tried this out with people in California because, it is not that we selected California, by the way, it's just that we could study the people being close enough. And we did send some out to a few distributors around the world, some in Puerto Rico, some in the Carolinas. We did send some out to Chicago. We sent some out to a few other people just to see what happens. And here's the beauty of the result, that people who did not do, and we did not give anyone we gave a group a diet, and another group we did not give them a diet, okay? With no diet whatsoever, people were losing 1 pound a day with no diet at all. How's them apples? Pretty good, huh? Now imagine not having a diet and really changing your lifestyle. It becomes amazing the way this works. Now, a lot of people start and will tell you, you know what, this is an extremely powerful product. But why? What does it do to keep you from eating those items? Well, let me start telling you right now. I have a great friend of mine who is a national director here in California. Her name's Ada Caballero. And most of you have seen her photographs, and seen she is overweight, obviously. But, we wanted to test her out, and it says, you know what? We gave her a resolution. I said, take this. I didn't let her know what it was. She took the drops like they were HCG. She put them in. That's it. Underneath her tongue. She held them. And after that, we gave her 2 pounds of See's candies. And I know she is a chocolate addict. I mean, she won't stop eating chocolate until the box is gone. That's the type of addict she is. And I know that there's a lot of you out there. Right? No control over the chocolate. How many of you are out there like that? I mean, you got to be honest with yourself. You know who you are. I'm the same way with pizza, an example. I could go all day without eating, but there's a pizza box and there's a pizza there, man. I'm finishing that slice. So we all have those issues. We know who we are. There's nothing wrong there. Now, look at this. As we are, my friends, as we gave Ada Caballero this boxes of chocolate, I knew she was going to attack these chocolates right away. She was not going to stop, but she had this resolution already. She already had taken it, okay? And I just wanted to see what happens. I did not tell her you cannot have chocolate. I did not tell her you cannot, you cannot have sugars. I did not say what I just told you. All I did was gave her the chocolate. So she was happy. She got the chocolate. And I'm telling you right now, See's candies, man, those are, if you're not in California, those are the premier chocolates around here. I mean, those are, you're getting a box of See's candy is like gold for the chocolate eaters. Okay? So she grabs one of these chocolates and right away puts them right back. She puts it in her mouth. It's delicious. She takes it in, right? And something must not have settled right when that happened, because she had this look like, what the heck? What did I feel, right? So she grabs another chocolate and pops it in her mouth. And something didn't feel right again. But the chocolate lover that she is, she's going to go at it again. And she grabbed that third piece. At that third piece she took, it started to rumble her stomach. It started, to feel nauseous. And by the time she looked at the fourth one, because she was going to go for the fourth, she was not looking well. Now, Ada Caballero is down 130 pounds, my friends. And you can see it on her Facebook. I mean, it's just amazing the amount of weight that she has lost here at Total Life Changes. And here's the powerful part, that if we were to hand her chocolate right now, even if she's not taking the resolution no more, she could not handle the sight of chocolate right now. It's just that bad. Now, what happened here? Resolution trains your body to start rejecting the products that are going to make you gain weight. And this is amazing, because guess what? We all love these products, but yet if you can't have control over those products, they control you. And what resolution does is put the control back in your hands. So you can say, you know what? As a chocolate lover, Ada can have a chocolate. She'll still have a chocolate here and there, but she'll only have a piece, not a box. See how that works? It starts controlling those addictions to the stuff that's really creating the havoc within your body. So what is the feeling you get? You will get nauseous. You will get a morning sickness type of feel. So if you've never been pregnant And if you're a guy and you've seen your wife be pregnant and having those morning sicknesses, yes, that's what you're going to have if you have the foods that you're not supposed to have, period. You're going to have morning sickness. You're going to be, if you want to test yourself, you're going to be hurling over the toilet. It's just about that easy. And it's going to go for so long that you wanted to until you stop eating the foods that's going to make that happen. Once you recognize that these products, if you're eating cake, if you're eating a chocolate, if you're eating, if you're just taking too much pop, for instance, and you're pushing yourself, you're going to be throwing up in the bathroom. That's all that's going to happen. You're not going to be loving life. And once you understand that that's making it happen, you're going to stop eating those foods that make you do that because your body does not want to be doing that. So it trains you not to want those items. So for a lot of people who've, my friends, who've had products before, for a lot of people who've used a lot of these products like, maybe ACG or, maybe the Delgada coffee, and you're having success. I know you're having success. But here's the difference now. With the ACG, you are forced down to a 500 calorie diet, which is phenomenal, and everybody can do it. I'll be honest with you. Anybody can do it. It's very simple. But for that addict of, the person who cannot handle not having the chocolate, not having the pop, not having whatever, it's hard, man. It's really, really, really hard to stay on that 500 calorie diet. It is. Something's going to break you. If you are on, let's just say, a shake of sort from another company, and you're losing weight, but guess what? Again, if you have those cravings and you can't stop you, no matter what diet you are on, the diet won't be as successful as it should, right? It hence comes in resolution. Resolution is that one product that's going to train your body not to want the items that, my friends, causes you to gain weight. As a matter of fact, resolution is a product that causes, my friends, you to not want the foods, candida, that worm that lives in your stomach that makes you crave stuff. That's candida. All those stuff candida loves, you're not going to have. It's just that simple. Imagine dropping 2 to 3 pounds a day now. And the only thing you had to do different, my friends, the only thing you had to do was just take the resolution. As you're taking this resolution, you have various options now that you can do to lose some weight. Number one, you can be on the diet that we're going to give you. It's going to be a 750 to 1,200 calorie diet. It's going to be just healthy food. That's it. It's just going to be a really healthy, you're going to have enough food to survive. You're going to be, it's not a diet that's going to leave you hungry. It's not. It's a very healthy diet. Okay. You're not going to be, as a matter of fact, you're going to have to, with the resolution, you're going to have to force yourself to have those 1,200 calories because you're really not going to be that hungry. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're really not going to be that hungry. But it's okay. If you don't eat the 1,200 and you can keep it, as long as it's above 750, you're fine. You're fine. So as long as you're having 750 calories, you're good a day. Now, you can do exercise with this. That's the bigger question that everybody's having. Can you exercise? Yes, you can exercise. Okay? And it's even better if you exercise. I'll be honest with you. If you just take walks, if you run, if you jog, it's a lot better. I mean, you don't have to go far. Just do something active. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to have that energy anyway. The other thing this is going to do for you is going to really turn on that gland that tells you you are full. There's a gland we have that tells you, you know what? I'm done eating. You know, like the babies do when you give them a bottle, they drink as much as they need and then they let go and they don't want no more. You're trying to feed them the rest of the bottle because you know what? They should be hungry. You gotta understand why they're not taking the whole bottle. They stop and they're not going to eat it no more. Because that gland tells them I'm full. That's it. Your stomach is done. So that turns that gland back on. So guess what? If you have that gland working, you're not eating as much food as you think you're going to. Remember, if you make a fist, like make a fist right in front of you, that's how big your stomach should be. That's how big it is. So it doesn't take much food to fill that fist, right? So it becomes amazing the way you start dropping the weight. Now, some people are asking, what else does this do? Well, it reprograms, my friends, all of your fat reserves. What does that mean? That means that as you are dropping the weight, you are letting go of the fat reserves in your body, which is basically fat. That's it. But we are converting it into energy, positive energy for your own body with this resolution. But here's the kicker. Once these banks of fat leave your body, you're not going to refill them again like you do with other products. That's exactly what they do. They come in, you stop the diet, and the first thing your body does is starts refilling these banks because they think you're going to need it in the future. So this product reprograms your fat reserves to zero. You got that? That's how powerful this is. The other thing this does, it gives you an amount of energy that you have never felt before in your life. It's a positive energy. It's going to be phenomenal, my friends, the amount of people that you can change with this. Now, people ask me, can you combine it with ACG? Yes, you can combine it with ACG. If you want to take your ACG bottle and take your resolution so you can have a maximum effect, yes, you can. But here's the big but. If you're going to do ACG, you must follow the ACG diet. You just use the resolution along with it. You must follow the 500 calorie diet that comes with the ACG. If you're going to do it just resolution alone, you will lose 1 to 3 pounds a day with resolution alone. Okay? And the diet. That's it. Is that powerful? But if there's some people out there that want to mix it, go right ahead. Now, some people ask me, can I use Delgada with it? Yes, you can. Delgada has no sugar. If you want to use the Delgada coffee, go right ahead and it'll help you at the beginning of the day to get that wake up feeling, to feel a little better, to give you a little more energy so you can get out there and, take that morning walk if you needed to. Can I use the NRG with it? Yes, you can use the NRG. Imagine this. Resolution becomes a supplement that can help you no matter what diet you are having. Or if you just want to do this on your own, resolution, it's the item for you. Now, is resolution only a diet product? No. Resolution also becomes a product that's going to hold your weight level as long as you want to hold it. So I suggest everyone in Total Life Change having a resolution bottle in their purse or in their bag or wherever you go. Because if you're going to a party, let's just say, and you're at the weight level that you want to be, that's fine. I mean, I know some of you are lucky that way. You are at that weight level that you want to be, but you also know that if you go to a party and there's cake, you're going to go up 5 pounds, right? I know the people that says, you know what, especially here in LA, we're going to party, but if we're having a taquiza, which is a lot of tacos, we're going to go up in weight. We know that. No matter how thin of a person you are. Now, what do? Resolution becomes that product, my friends, that's going to maintain you when you want to be maintained. Exactly. Let's like say you're going to that party, that pizza party, and you know pizza is bad for you. You take resolution before you get to the pizza party. You're not having it. I mean, you're just not going to have what's going to get you sick. That's it. You may have a slice, but that's it. And guess what? You'll be fine. So it's a maintenance product also. And I think it's more of a maintenance product than anything else. So if you're doing ACG to lose weight and then you're maintaining yourself with resolution to maintain your weight, that is powerful itself. If you're doing the ACG and you're mixing in the resolution with it, that's phenomenal, my friend, because you're going to have some phenomenal success. If you're doing the resolution and you're doing the 1,200 calorie diet, you're going to lose weight like you've never believed in your life you could, naturally. So it becomes, my friends, it becomes an item that you want to have with you. It becomes that soulmate that you want to be with you no matter where you go. Resolution becomes that item, my friends, that has broken the effect of why people lose weight or why people can't lose weight is the right words. Resolution is going to change many people's lives. Not only going to change people's lives, but it's going to change your pocketbook also. For a lot of you who don't know what the price is on this, it's going to be $100 with 100 points attached to it. So that means if you sell a resolution bottle to your customer, you will make $50 customer bonus. If you sell or if you recruit someone into the business with a resolution bottle, you will be making $50 fast start bonus. If you're buying it as an auto ship, my friends, it's 100 points upline. So you get to your ranks a lot faster. So this becomes, my friends, really a growing tool for your business. Do I recommend resolution? You better believe I do. Do I recommend you should have it? You better believe you should. This is going to change your business forever. And I'm telling you one thing, my friends. I was in a business that was weight loss product when I was 25. The first weight loss product. And this is the reason I try to get into products, especially after that. Because I got into a company, my friends, that had a phenomenal weight loss product. That just did a lot of stuff that Resolution does right now, but it was, it got illegalized because they had fen in it, okay, at Fedra. And it got stopped. But the slowest year I had in that company, I pulled $5 million that year. The slowest one. The niche market, my friends, of weight loss is not losing the weight, it's controlling the habits that people have. And Resolution will do that for you. So, my friends, whoever I'm speaking to right now here within IASO Live, I'm going to tell you one thing. We got a lot of people right now that are looking to make a lot of millions of dollars and change a lot of lives from here on. Now, if there are a few out there that have the access and you're not on the lines, you're not on the phone lines because we don't have access to speaking to you for anyone there. I will take some calls right now, some questions. And I will take some questions, my friends. So once a person just asked me, does it help cravings for like alcohol? It may. I'm not. I'll be honest with you. We didn't even test it that way, so I couldn't tell you. It's just very brand new, the technology. But I know for a fact that chaga and chaga and Ganoderma lucidum will help cravings for alcohol. So that in its own will help on that. Now, I will take some calls. Some questions right now. I think we'll go through the next hour with some questions so I can help some people right now with whatever they need to know. But question based, please keep it to Resolution. Just because of the hour timing that we have right now, I want everybody to keep it on that fact, okay? On that point, please. Now, as you got, Ulises, can you give me a hand, please? I know you're live on right now.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let's see, and I think, take Rachel Small also. She has a microphone, so let's get Rachel on, and maybe she can help us out also. So you guys have some questions. Please hand these questions to these two people right now so we can get these answered as quick as possible. Okay?
Let's see, Rachel, can you have your mic on? Can you hear us? Okay, looks like she is setting her mic on. I would love for her to share her testimony right now when she comes on. She's just going bananas on the chat room, but I know a lot of people are on the phones and we're not able to hear me. So
Rachel was one of the persons we did send a bottle to for her to try it out. I know she told me she's had a weight problem that she could not control for quite some time, and you know what, she had I think she had a positive effect to this, so I why not? Let's see. As a matter of fact, I haven't really heard her testimonial, so it'd be great to hear.
Awesome. Let's see, Rachel, we unmuted you. Are you there?
Anybody that's in the IASO Live format with the computer, you can type your question in on the side. Please make sure you type your questions. We will get you answered right away. You got Chris right now also reading the questions as they're coming in. Okay.
Okay, let's see. I think I have a couple people. They're starting to shoot out their phone. Let me just get that information.
Okay. You can also, if you have a mic, you can also raise your flag. We will put you on live if you want to ask your question live.
One of the questions I've got is, are there any side effects for somebody that's using medication on taking the IASO resolution?
Fantastic question, and thank you for that. You know what? There's no side effects that are for anyone using any medication at all. Now, what is cool about it is that obviously you stop using sugars and you stop using any fried foods and you start using anything with flour. Obviously, your health condition is going to start bettering on its own. So, I mean, the health conditions the negative health condition starts with weight gain. So if you start with weight loss, it becomes fantastic on that.
Very cool. Another question I just rang up is, can you use sugar substitutes?
I would use the only thing I would use. You can use anything with 0 calorie. I wouldn't. I do not recommend those because I'm really a hater of anything that's not natural. I do not like these other things that they may cause cancer, especially like Equal or Splenda. It's just, to me, it's not an alternative. But if you do want to go with something, you can go with stevia. Stevia is a sugar supplement, but it's not. It does the product will not see it as a sugar. Okay, so it will work.
Fantastic. And one question, I'm trying to unmute Rachel. We've got a lot of callers who are trying to go through all the formats there. But one question that we got right now is, can we order Resolution as a client?
We will start ordering as soon as we open it up for everybody. It will be able to be purchased as a customer also. We are setting it up as a big, actually we're creating also a customer pack with the Resolution, with the tea and a few other products that we're going to include with that. So you can have a massive earnings with the customer automatically.
Now that's going to bring 100 points, right?
Every bottle of Resolution brings you 100 points. Yes.
So let me get this straight. You could sign someone up with the Resolution and you're going to make $50 and Fast Start bonus?
Yes, sir.
That is amazing. Wow. I got Rachel Smona on the phone line. Rachel, can you hear us?
I can. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can. Loud and clear.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So glad to be with you all this evening. I am so excited about this IASO resolution. When Armand sent it to me, I begged him for it, and he sent it to me. And let me tell you, folks, I got started on it right away. I did the minimum of 750 calories, the maximum of 1,200 calories, and I lost 12 pounds. And as a woman going through that type of change in your life, it is amazing to be able to lose that just simply taking the 10 drops before I'm eating. And I'm telling you, folks, this product works. It works so well that I accidentally made the mistake of drinking some natural juice. The label said all natural. I didn't think it had sugar, so I drank 2 cups of juice. Needless to say, I was sick as a dog. It gave me instant diarrhea. I felt like waves of nausea were over me. It is not something you want to play with. When Armand says don't eat flour, don't eat fried food, don't eat sugar, it's for real, folks, because you will feel the effects. This product is like having a coach in your pocket. Literally, folks. If you need somebody kind of coaching you along, have your bottle of Resolution on you. It is going to make a difference. This is the game changer. We are Resolution. We can keep making resolutions throughout the year, but we've got a product that's going to take us over the top. And what Armand just said on our packages, wow, that's a game changer. I started adding up numbers. Folks, by the end of the year, we can have millionaires in this company based on just the Resolution. Get ready, folks. Get excited because it's coming and it's real. Armand, you guys, thank you so much.
Phenomenal. Thank you very much, Rachel. This is just going to be one of those products, I'm telling you right now, is going to change many people's lives. And, and everybody that was there, I mean, we were sitting there with at the convention, and everybody looking at this product. You know what? It became the funniest thing because and because we wanted to show them what it was going to look like, right? And we had some bottles disappear. I mean, they just disappeared from people's bags, from people. I mean, it was like gold. I mean, no matter who had it, they had to guard it with their lives because this stuff was just that amazing. So it became that. I mean, the wand is just amazing for this stuff. Any other questions you guys have right now?
One of them is, when will they be able to start buying the Resolution?
Resolution should go on your back office as of Monday. So Monday we should be able to start selling it, and it should start shipping out. Everybody who's had the pre-order obviously with the pre-order, you got that extra bag of tea. So if you are able to get the pre-orders, we will ship that out. So your product will be out completely.
Fantastic. By the way, I'm getting bombarded right now with a lot of messages. They're loving the idea of having the resolution equating a personal trainer that's there on basically coaching you what to eat and what not to eat.
Well, it's more than a trainer. It's a hater trainer because it makes you get sick really quickly if you cheat. If you're the cheater, then you're not going to love this well. But if you're one of those persons that needs to be kept in line, especially with diets, this is just a phenomenal product.
That is very awesome. And another question that I'm reading right now is, what about eating natural fruit? Will this be okay, or will the IASO resolution reject it?
No, you can eat anything. As a matter of fact, anything that has no sugar. For instance, any foods out there, even if they're just fruits, you can have fruit. Fruits have a natural sugar in them, but it's not sugar. It's not the sugar that like the cane sugar or the sugar that's going to cause this effect. So you will be fine. You can literally have whatever you want. What happened with Rachel was the juice, even though it's a natural juice, they do add sugar to those juices. So that's why she felt that. You can have a lot of foods that are, you can make anything that's natural is fine. There's a lot of stuff you can have as long as you keep it away from flour, fried foods, and especially sugar.
Awesome. Now, a big question that they're throwing is, are we going to have enough of this product? Is it going to be as hot as...
There's enough of this product, there's so much of this product that, I wish and I hope we run out because it's not, where this stuff is coming out so fast because we are expecting large amounts of sales with this.
Fantastic. And Rochelle's asking how about corn tortillas?
I do not. Corn tortillas, unfortunately, now they're not made out of corn like they were before, where they're grounded, on a rock or like with the old-fashioned style, and it's actually corn. I do not. Corn tortillas, unfortunately, now they're not made out of corn like they were before, where they're grounded, on a rock or like with the old-fashioned style, and it's actually corn that is put. Now they use a product called maseca. And maseca basically is flour, and so you will have a negative effect with that.
Okay, and another question is, how the ACGs, the women have to wait for their menstrual cycle before they start it for the first time. Are they going to have to do the same with the IASO resolution?
With the ACG, they have to stop when they don't have to stop when the menstrual cycle starts. They can't start it when the menstrual cycle's on because of the hormone that's in the product, and the hormones are being really released within the menstrual cycle with the woman. So it's with this, there's no hormone in it. There's nothing in that manner. So it's perfectly fine for anyone to start. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to stop after 40 days like with the ACG. You can continue on with this as long as you need it, as long as you want. You can have this in and I do suggest this, by the way, to keep it in your pocketbook and keep it everywhere. Even if you're not on a diet, have it on hand because it will help you when you least expect it.
Fantastic. Now, for someone that has kidney transplant, can they take the IASO resolution?
Yes, they can.
And for someone that's going through menopause, are there any issues by taking the IASO resolution?
The only issue is she's going to lose weight.
All right, let's see. I'm going through more questions. Okay, seems like that is it for now. I don't see any other questions.
Rachel, did you get any questions on your side?
Yes, they wanted to know, outside of the proprietary formula, is there any ingredients we can know about at this point in time?
As a matter of fact, yes. Let me see. I'm so bad at naming these names that, you know what, I'm looking for the bottle right now, so as we're talking. and the bottle does have the ingredients we're allowed and permitted to say, on them. And basically some of them are the cause and effects of these products. So they're pretty awesome. And I think the mess of the whole thing is going to be pretty good. We will get you that as soon as I can get the bottle with me.
Great. Here's another question for you, Armand. How many months or weeks will the IASO resolution bottle work?
No, each bottle there's enough product for 40 days to be exact. I mean, if you're using it like normally, but if you use it if you start using a little extra, you can get 30 days out of it, which is perfectly fine. Our aim is to make every product be exactly 1 month's worth. So we're trying to push that envelope there.
Thank you so much. That's all I have right now.
I see Barbara asking, when will pre-orders be shipped? Pre-orders are going to start shipping as soon as they start being labeled. Right now, they are starting to label the product. So all the bottles went now to a labeling machine, and they're starting to label them. So as soon as everything starts labeling and everything is perfect, everything's going to be shipped to you guys. And I do apologize for that delay on the shipment, especially on the resolution. We were forced to hold by the FDA. We were really forced because if we ship these products out, we risk the fact of not getting what's called a free sale certificate. The free sale certificate, it's our certificate to be able to ship worldwide the product. And for us, it was a big issue for us to have this product in all our markets. So it was very important for us. That's why we had to hold. The issue was displaying all the ingredients or not, because they wanted us to display every single one of the ingredients, even the proprietary blend ingredients that we had. We did not want that. So we were pushing each other to see what, we were pulling and pushing to see what we would stick on. And we finally got to a label we all agreed on. So we're good and we're good to go.
Armand, someone wants to know if someone is pregnant, breastfeeding, or nursing, is it safe for them to take the resolution?
Anybody who is breastfeeding or even pregnant, because of the situation, I do not recommend anyone being on any diet. I'll be honest with you. It's just, I think that at that point they need to be eating what they need to be eating, and the baby is in jeopardy if you do not take the nutritional values that you need at that point.
Great. What's the youngest age of someone that can take the resolution drop? And how many?
Legally, by the FDA standards, is 18. We have to say on the bottle. But I've had children as young as 8 taking them, and with success right now so far.
Awesome. That's everything I have for the moment. Other than there is a question: is there a detailed meal plan? And I know you said you all were going to be putting something out there for us to be able to follow if we decided to.
As a matter of fact, we have the detailed meal plan. It's going to be going out with the bottle, and we will be publishing it also in your back office.
There's a question about how many drops do we put under our tongue, and how many times a day do we do that?
It's 15 drops 3 times a day. Especially before eating, that's basically where we're supposed to have it. Yet, if people feel a little nauseous, or dizzy, if you're taking 15 drops, then you can lower it to 10. But you should be fine. 15 drops should be perfectly fine. I know we had a few distributors who were they were trying it out, and they were lowered to 10 because of that fact. They started to feel a little bit of the dizziness using it, but yet that's all normal and natural because of the products that are in it. And also, remember when your body starts fighting you because it really is craving something that you cannot give it no more, you will have some type of effect like dizziness happen, and it's okay. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Okay.
Great. Here's the last question that I have from the the internet. Are there any health concern issues that we need to be concerned with, such as diabetes, blood pressure, gout, anything of that nature that may be affected by resolution?
The only effect any of those will have is a positive effect, because also gout, same as diabetes and same as a lot of the issues that people have in their health, are caused by heavy weight. And if you really and eating bad food basically that's what it is. And if you control that, trust me, a lot of the illnesses that people have will be normalized because of that. Everything comes with weight loss. I mean, you'll see that, and it's going to be amazing the way people are going to start feeling really quickly with this stuff.
Awesome. And I think that's all the questions I have on my side, Armand.
Fantastic. Very good. Any other questions, Ulysses?
I only have one question, and they're asking, will the resolution have faces like the HCG?
Will the resolution have what?
Faces like the HCG?
Like phase 1, the second phase, third phase? No.
Yeah.
No, it's just a product it's just a supporting product. That's all it is. It'll support you to get to your destination that you want with your weight.
Excellent. Well, I don't have any other further question on my end.
There is one more. Carla Powell wants to have a reconfirmation. From what Armand has said, the resolution will help pull the weight from the fat reserve. So if a lot of people are fat around the stomach, thighs, or any of those areas, that's where the fat will come off first?
Yes, it is. It will pinpoint the heaviest areas first. For example, if you have, there's some people who don't have a tummy, but yet they'll have a big rear end, as an example. It's a perfect example, because some people are heavy on the bottom, some people are heavy in the center, some people are heavy on top. It all depends on everybody's different body. It will go after the biggest zone that people are, that there's fat in. It will go after that. It doesn't discriminate against anything. It just goes directly for where the fat reserves are at.
Does it leave loose skin?
No, it does not. It actually tightens skin, by the way. That's a great question. Thank you for bringing that up. It actually, it has something in it that it helps you really tighten your skin, and it really does it very quickly, because even people who've been taking it and they've lost a lot of weight, especially here in the California area that we've looked at, there's been no hanging skin on nobody. And not only that, but their skin has been very, very healthy looking. I mean, you can see the changes in even the skin in its own. It just became like more brighter, more cleaner. It gives it a more fresher look also on the skin. So it becomes also something very tremendous.
And does the exercise just kind of aid in the addition of toning that up on top of what it's already doing?
What the exercises do is basically, obviously, it helps you burn calories. And by burning calories, it's going to help no matter what you think. I mean, burning calories in any phase of anything that this weight loss is just a positive effect. So, I mean, anything like that, it will help.
Okay, and then here's one question. If we are burning calories during the day and we're staying on a 750 to 1200 calorie diet, do we have to replace those calories that are being burned off?
Because of the quantity of calories is only 1,200, and your body only needs 750. If you are at the very bottom at the 700, yes, you will need to add some. If you are at the top of the 1,200 calorie diet, then you're fine. You'll be pretty fine. If you start feeling a little dizziness because you're doing exercise or you're doing very heavy exercise routines, then yes, you will need to add some calories to your diet. It's just that simple. But obviously, you're going to add calories that have no sugars, no flours, and no fried foods. So you should be perfectly fine.
Great. And here's two other questions. Can someone taking Chewy continue to do this along with the resolution because of the way that Chewy works? And how much water do we need to take additionally with the IASO resolution?
Well, with the IASO resolution, a liter of water a day, you'll be perfectly fine. But if you do drink more water than that, it's even better. That goes true with any of the weight loss products, by the way. It could be ACG, it could be even Delgada. If you use water is even along with the tea. If you're drinking a gallon of water with your cups of tea a day, you're going to see a huge effect in weight loss also, because it just becomes a purifier for your body. So that's a very positive that we need.
And one last question, is there going to be a presentation pushed out to the reps regarding resolution and what you're going over right now?
Yes, there are, and we're working actually on that PowerPoint as we're speaking right now. We're supposed to have it ready for today. We will be releasing it as soon as it's out, I think, with the product in itself. So it'll be a one-page addition to whatever the presentations you already have out right now, or you can take the whole presentation in whole and just use the whole thing. But it's a phenomenal product, and what you're going to end up seeing is that we don't really need to sell it or it's going to be one of those products that people try it and they're just not going to stop using ever. I mean, they're going to fall in love with what they have. And that's what resolution is about. It's about really changing a lifestyle and making it better for you and everybody else around you. And this is right up our alley. This is something that we love to find, love to do, and really change doubters in this world, because there's a lot of people who doubt the stuff will work. And guess what? We had one guy in corporate that did not believe that it would work, and his name's John. And we made John take it, and John, my friends, he had a tremendous weight loss. As a matter of fact, he lost his bottle because his wife ended up stealing it from him, and taking it to work, because she found that he's finally losing, and he's not a big set guy either. He's normal, but he started losing, 10 pounds very quickly within a week level. And of course, wife says, 10 pounds 1 week, I'm taking the bottle, period. So it's gone.
Awesome. You did mention the Fast Start enrollment with the resolution. Is there going to be a package that comes out for Fast Start enrollment that may include maybe the NutriBurst tea and the resolution?
There is a package we're putting together that's going to include the resolution, is going to include the Tichui, and is going to include the tea. I think those are going to be three of the really heavy hitters together. Obviously, Tichui it's like a sponge. You take a couple of capsules of Tichui, and what's going to happen is it's going to sponge up in your stomach and fill you. So that helps a lot also throughout any weight loss that anybody's doing. So we're going to have some good times, my friends. And guess what? We're on a perfect time to start this, because we got about 4 months till summer. And, I think about June, July, we'll all be sitting on the beach in bikinis and enjoying life right there in Florida. So
that is awesome. Last question, and I think that's it for this side of the world. Can you just repeat the release date again for those who did the pre-orders, and then those who want to order for the future for customers?
Anybody on a pre-order right now that was from November and on, those will be shipped out first, and those are coming out as soon as they get labeled. So they could start shipping out from Friday to Monday, depending on that point. After those are shipped, we will start shipping everything that we start. We'll activate the cart in your back office, so you can start ordering it, and we'll start shipping those as soon as they start ordering, same day. So everything starts going out. As a matter of fact, just to answer some of people that have questions on the tea itself, by the way, next week we are expecting so much tea that there's not ever going to run out again. So as of next week, I'm telling you right now, we are expecting over 60,000 bags a day of tea being produced. So there's no way we're going to run out, no matter how much effort we're going to give it. So you guys go ahead, and we'll never be able to. I mean, tea is going to be phenomenal. So you add the tea with the resolution, you put the Tichui together. You know what? The ultimate weight loss combo, I think, in the world in history.
That is wonderful. Armand, that's all the questions that I have on this side for the night. Thank you so much for your time this evening.
Phenomenal. Thank you, Rachel. And I know for a fact, I don't know if you've told anybody, but you will be on Thursdays in an English meeting here at IASO Live very soon. So I want everybody to know that we will be expanding our English meetings on IASO Live. Rachel will be one of the commentators here. So I want everybody to give her a salutations and give her a big hug, because this woman's going hard and going big.
Yeah, Rachel.
Wow, thank you so much, Armand. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to being able to do that and to move the IASO online tea parties to the IASOlive.com channel. We're really excited about that.
Phenomenal. So thank you very much, everybody, for being on the call. I hope I answered every single one of your questions that you have. If for any reason you still have a question on the products, it doesn't matter if it's on resolution or on the tea or whatever you want, feel free to send me directly to my Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Puyolt, which is my name. P as in Porter, UYOLT as in Tom. Go ahead and, send me your messages. You know what? I do answer every single one of them. Doesn't matter how many I get. I mean, I know I'm getting about very close to 2,000 to 3,000 messages daily now on Facebook. Doesn't matter. I'll still go through them. So, my friends, make it happen, because you guys' lives changing is what I'm going after. And if I can have you change your life today,